I thought I would share something with you that requires just 9 cards. Just 9 cards. So I've grabbed 9 cards here, as you can see. So I'll gather those up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Klondike shuffle these cards, since both of us saw the cards and the ordering of the cards. So let me just Klondike shuffle. Now, if you were here, I would have you tell me how many times you would like these shuffled, Klondike shuffled. You're not here, so maybe we'll do it 3 times. But just know that in practice, you can do it as many times as the spectator calls for. Okay, very good. Now, since this is a series on math, card magic, I think what we're going to do is we're going to spell out math, M-A-T-H, drop the rest on top, and then magic, M-A-G-I-C. Now at this point we could actually spell out magic 1 more time or 10 more times if you would like. Would you like me to spell it out any more? Just 1 more time? Okay. M-A-G-I-C. Very good. Now we need to select a shared card, and you'll know what that means in just a minute. Now, kind of a fun way to choose a single card if you have an odd number of cards, which we do, we have 9 cards, is to just use the Klondike shuffle to shuffle pairs to the table. And what will happen is it will leave you with a single card in the end. So this will be our, quote, shared card. So we'll talk about what that is in just a second. Okay, now what I'd like to do is, in fact, maybe I'll set our shared card over here just so I have some room to work with. Okay, so at this point what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of mix the cards the best we can here. And we'll just kind of stack in opposite order there. I can even deal into a square shape, and so if you were here I'd have you tell me where you want cards put. Just know that these are randomly set down, and even the next level, like you want it there. Okay, what about this one? Here. How about this one? Over there, and then the last one goes there. Okay, and if you were here, I would have you tell me how to randomly pick up these pairs. So maybe you want this one first, that's fine. Maybe that one, and then this one, and then this one. That would be just fine. Very good. Okay, and I could even have you at this point cut the cards if you would like. So you're free to cut the cards anywhere. Or if you'd like to do something a bit more interesting, we can actually do the Charlier shuffle, if you've seen that before. I actually have a separate video, I'm sorry, on the Charlier shuffle. This is where you push over a certain number of cards, and then from the bottom you push over some, from the top you push over some. So it's top to bottom, bottom to top. It's a great way to kind of mix the cards. And then we could even have you cut it 1 more time so that you're in charge of what's on top. Okay, now at this point, what we'd like to do is maybe spell out magic just 1 more time for good luck. So M-A-G-I-C, magic. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to deal out 2 hands of 4 cards each. And we're going to see what kind of poker hands we can actually create from these 4 cards together with our shared card. Okay? So what I need you to do is take a look at your cards, and you could place a friendly bet as to how strong of a hand you think you have, and I'll do the same. So I'll see, let me just take a look at my hand here. And now in reality you're going to see it, right? Because of the camera. So I'll go ahead and just show it to you, but you would be over here, right? And so you wouldn't see this. I would kind of hold it like this, and I would look at these cards and go, well, you don't say this to the spectator, but right now I don't even have a single pair. Okay, so not the greatest. Now they're going to pick up their hand and take a look at it, and this is what they're going to see. They're going to see exactly this. Ooh, wow, they have 3 of a kind. Good for them. Okay, but I don't know that. They know that. Okay, 3 of a kind. Good for them. Okay, and then we have this shared card in the middle. Okay, so for the first time, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Now, we could have, by the way, we could have placed some friendly bets as to how well we think we're going to finish after we revealed this shared card. Now, a shared card means that you can kind of mentally add it to your pile, and I get to mentally add it to mine to complete any interesting 5-card hand. Okay, so that's what it means to be shared. So let's take a look at it here. Ooh, an ace. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job keeping things nice and tidy here. An ace of hearts. Well, think about it. What does that do for the spectator? They're going to be feeling pretty good about this, right? Look at this. They're going to have a full house, okay? And I suppose you could even have the two of you even maybe change your bets. Well, once again, you're not seeing this. The spectator's seeing this. So they're thinking, man, I got a full house, okay? But if you remember what I had, do you remember what I had? I have a royal flush in hearts, guaranteed. Okay, and in fact, let me just point out that I've had this piece of paper off to the side the whole time, and so I even have here a prediction. You will finish with a full house, which you did, and I will finish with a royal flush in hearts, which I did. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little mathematical card effect there. And it's one that will work every time if you understand what's going on here. Now, I don't want to give away too much of what's going on with this effect quite yet. I may create a larger tutorial to explain all of these 9-card magic effects that I'll be doing. But one thing I can point out to you is if you want to just perform all of the steps that I did, it will work just fine. The only adjustment I had to make was, do you remember when I spelt magic? I said, well, it's just for good measure, let's spell magic one more time. And I did that right before I did this LR shuffling. Do you remember that? Okay, now the reason I did that was to guarantee that the royal flush cards would be dealt to me, okay? And the way that I knew that, let me just tell you what I looked for, and this will work for you, even though you may have a very difficult time figuring out why this works. So what I saw, and I'll just tell you, maybe it was picked up on the camera. So we had this ace of hearts in the middle, you remember that? And then, we had the cards here, and then I think I maybe even squared them up or something. And I caught a glimpse of the bottom card, okay? Well, think about it. When I go to deal to you first, which is customary, if I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, I go through and deal out all 8 cards, this one's going to land on me because I'm last, okay? This is part of the full house hand, okay? So I had to make an adjustment, and all I did was I spelt magic. And what that will do is it will move the royal flush cards in such a way that they will be dealt to me when we do this alternate dealing, okay? So try that out. Try that out and see if you can figure out, okay, how does this work? How does this work? And why would he put it on the absolute math card magic playlist? Is this packet of 9 somehow related to Bessie's sequences? Okay, so right there I've given you an enormous hint. Actually, probably too big of a hint. So anyway, have fun with that. So if you just follow those steps exactly, that will work every time. So I encourage you to take a look at other videos on the Hidden Structures channel. There's many playlists and many card effects of different levels, and most of them have either write-ups or tutorials to kind of step you through things, and some of them even have in-depth explanation as to why they work. So thank you for watching.